guys. Good morning. Good afternoon. Just kidding. Good afternoon. It's RG here, and welcome to week 3 of our fun giveaway classes. We've been doing this now for 3 weeks, and we hope that you're finding some joy, some fun, some distraction, some inspiration, some motivation to get creative and bring paper to life. For this particular week, I decided to focus on spring because, of course, it's Easter weekend this weekend. And gosh, where did Easter go? Come.
I know, it's coming real quick.
Didn't we just celebrate the New Year? And
Yeah.
here we
But
are.
There's been a lot crazy going on.
There's
so
been a lot
it's
going on. The girls are going to come in real quick to say a quick
What?
hello.
No, we're not.
We're
Yeah.
not.
No, we're not.
Yes, they
No.
are. That
Right
doesn't
here.
count.
There, we came in. There you go. Hi.
This is what happened. This is vanity, guys.
Hair and makeup did not show up today, so we ain't going
Vanity, vanity. It's a thing.
It's a
It's
thing.
a thing.
It's a thing.
It's a thing.
Sorry.
I just got up and got
You woke
here,
up that
and I
way.
had no problem. Everybody should be the same.
Uh-huh.
All right.
They
Let's see real quick then.
Who's here? Roll
We
call.
have Adam.
Adam!
We have Joe with us here.
Joe.
And who else? Ben's mom, Cindy Becker, Lori Hewlett, and many more. Let me see. Linda Gorman's here.
Gail.
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 Is Gail? Got a stamp?
And it says,
Leslie.
I'm loving the Monday classes.
Yay! I'm glad to hear that.
See.
Leslie, one of the original design team members.
Oh, Leslie, how's it going?
And then we have here, I only see got a stamp, so I don't know who
That's
that is.
Leslie.
Oh, that's Leslie?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, just making sure. We have Miss Carrie Urbach.
Carrie, how's it going, Carrie?
Jody Miller. Yay. I'm glad you guys were all able to join us for this fun class.
Yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for joining us. Most importantly, though, thank you for sharing it with your creative
Cindy.
fam, because it means the world to us. We're doing this every single week until things kind of normalize a little bit, in hopes that it provides some sort of distraction, in hopes that it provides some sort of inspiration, motivation. It provides a virtual community family for you. For those of you who kind of are stuck, missing your friends, missing your creative peeps, and we definitely want to do that, even if it's just hands waving in the background, because clearly makeup's more important.
Jazz hands.
And so, but we definitely want to make sure that we continue to do this for you if we find that it's beneficial for you. If if you're happy with just the Tuesdays and Thursdays that we go live on Facebook, then we're super comfortable going back to those time slots. But most importantly, we want to reach out to our community. We want to let them know that we're here for you, that we want to let them know that we're trying to do our part to keep you thinking positive, being inspired, doing what you do best, and that is bringing paper to life, which with the opportunity to send that to someone whom you can't actually hold and hug right now, but send them something in the mail. It's like a hug in the mail, that you get to reach out and extend your love to them that way. So let's go ahead and switch over to that top view so that we can see the free digi-file that we've provided for everybody today. This one is actually from our original set called Spring Patterns. And so in the original set, some of you already have this, have already downloaded this. It's a set of 3. But for the free one, we're going to be mainly focusing on the bunny because it is Easter this coming Sunday. But the other ones are available. I am going to use the other ones in mini form. But if you don't have this particular file, we have made it available on promotion if you would like to download the entire file just because we're using it out of this set. It's available for $9.99 this week only. And you get the pack of 3 as well as the minis. But if not, I'm gonna give you alternative ideas on how to use the ones that are missing. It makes sense. But you should have this file, which means you should be able to shrink it into whatever size you'd like for your projects. But today we're going to create 3 different projects. The first one we're going to create is this fun little treat bunny holder using the stamp set from Awesome Thoughts. Now, I am using Awesome Thoughts because, of course, that digi file does not have any greetings, but you can use any greetings that you might have. I know you have a gazillion of them. I'm using Awesome Thoughts. If you happen to decide that you want to use Awesome Thoughts, we've also added it to the promotion this week because we don't want you to feel like you have to pay full price for any of the things that we're using during our free workshops. So this one is available for $14.99 until Friday as well. If you're interested in that, but you can use any sentiment you wish. I decided to use Hugs and Kisses, and we're gonna play with just some different designs, and it's just a little treat holder with a little cello bag, or you can put a gift card inside and send that off to someone this week so that they have it by Saturday, which is right around Easter time. So if you can get these done and sent out, I think it's an adorable. I just put it inside a little cello bag. If you don't have the little cello bags, then you can always just put it in an envelope and be able to send it to your recipient that way. We're also going to create a fun birthday card, mainly because it was just Rose's birthday and she hates her birthday associated with Easter. Aww. So out of funsies, I'm going to send her I'm going to send her this fun bunny Easter set. Now, what's so great about this is that we do have a lot of friends whose birthdays are in the spring. And we're like, you know what? It just happens to mush in the middle of St. Patrick's Day and Easter and spring. And so we're just going to create this kaleidoscope of, spring throw up and create this beautiful project.
Wow.
So I'm using Happy Birthday also out of Awesome Thoughts. And we're going to create a long card. And this one, I used all 3 of the icons in the mini form. And of course, if you only have the bunny, then you would just do the bunny 3 times and just send a thanks to that special someone for this holiday. Just a thanks for maybe someone who's reached out to you, checked on you, make sure you had groceries, make sure you had toilet paper, make sure you had the supplies that you needed, or make sure that you weren't feeling lonely during this particular time and you want to send them a thanks, a springy thanks, without necessarily being your Easter card. Let me go ahead and zoom out just a little bit. I feel like I'm pretty closed in here. Whoops, I always do that. Hopefully that's better. So hopefully you guys are excited about the class that I prepared for us this week.
So Linda Gorman says, I think this is an amazing thing to do. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Linda.
We do have Gretchen from Puerto Rico.
Hi, Gretchen.
Saludos.
Hola, ¿cómo está?
So awesome.
How's the weather in Puerto Rico, Gretchen? I'm actually going to need another bunny. A big bunny. Big bunny baby. Oh, sorry.
Bad bunny.
They could hear you.
Yeah. I'm going to need another bunny because I have 2 for the one, but I need another one. All right. So what we're going to need to do is you're going to need to print out as many bunnies. Now, if you are a digi person, you know how to resize this. If you do not know how to resize this, then I will show you a variation to use the big bunny for the big card. But you should know how to resize it, I hope. If you don't know how to resize it, you know what? Let us know. Let us know if you don't know how to resize our digi files, because we've got Ben's mom on here, and maybe my sister Jen's on here as well. And maybe they can jump in on one of the free classes and just teach. Yeah, the DG Divas, sisters separated at birth. And they can totally come in here and teach us how to resize the digifiles. They're also, like, I know Ben's mom is also offering Zoom classes through RG Avenue for RG Avenue, and that's a great way to include, like, learn really how to play with your digifiles. Because for me, I either have to have them already resized for me, or yeah, and that's how I use them. But so that's why I ended up making this one available with the set, because if you just want them to be that size and that you want them to be that size, but there are ways for you to just be able to resize it and use what you need. And I know Ben's mom and my sis Jen would be more than happy to create a video for us and teach us how to get through that.
How to resize them. Cindy Becker said, I just sent out 8 RG designed cards to friends, and I'll have to add these to the next on my list. And then Christine Domino says, I don't know how to resize.
Okay, so that's good, Christine. So thanks for letting us know.
And Patricia says, remind me at the next Zoom and I will show you.
Yeah, Patricia, who happens to be Ben's mom, is our Digi Diva, one of the Digi Divas, and so she's so good at kind of just showing and teaching people how to play with their Digi files. Because so if you're new to us, when you purchase one of our stamp sets, you automatically get the Digi files for them as well. Or you can choose just to purchase the Digi files, but most of our images come with have a stamp set. So once you purchase the stamp set, you automatically get the digital downloads in multiple formats, so that you can in fact go in there and start playing right away. And I just print them out on my computer, and I create. This is all printables. So, all right, let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna start with this beauty, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and start creating my card base. Now, what we've been doing for these classes is we've actually been creating everything from scratch. In other words, I don't have anything pre-kitted. So I have a piece of our sweet banana. And I'm just cutting the 8.5 by 11 at 4 1/4, and that's what's going to give me my card base. I then need a piece of our sweet blue, and I'm coming into 5 inches by 3 3/4. So that's my layer. I now want a layer of sweet cane. So I'm going to go 4 3/4. By 3 1/2. And I'll also need some sugar, but I'm going to use the bottom of this one. All right. So now I'm going to come into 3 inches. I'm going to use the bottom of my printable here by 4 1/2. Just as a fun layer. Okay. I'm literally on pins and needles.
Oh, are you standing on that thing?
Yeah. If I pass out, it's because I'm on pins and needles.
So Linda, I don't know.
Will, yeah.
Did you say comments? I don't know. Did you read Linda Gorman's comment?
And this ribbon, no, she didn't.
If we already have the set, how will we get the minis?
The minis, yeah.
Ooh, good question, Linda. Was that Linda Gorman?
Mm-hmm.
You just have to know somebody. Do you know somebody?
Just email us.
Yeah, just email us. Like, hey, I already purchased the original set. I'd like to have the mini version. Just know somebody. I haven't had breakfast or lunch, so don't mind if I eat this sugar-free fruit roll-up That's inside my little bunny
What
treats.
what flavor is it? Grape?
Great.
Wow.
I'm feeling great today. This is my breakfast and my lunch. It's not keto.
Is that what? Keto?
Mm-mm.
No.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and layer.
Linda, she says, I think I know somebody.
Yeah. No,
What?
that one's gone. Gracias. All right, so we're gonna start with those 2 layers. We're gonna go ahead and adhere them direct onto our card base. Now, for those of you who are hardcore followers, don't forget that today our sweets went on promotion.
Sweet.
That's so
Sweet
sweet.
deal.
They went on promo starting today. All right, guys. So we're going to play with the bunny. Now, I'm going to show you how to create this fun situation to get situated. I'm going to grab the sweet ink pads, sugar cubes. And I do need a tangy apple, just because it's Eastery and fun and springy. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to, I also need the sweet lavender. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add color. You guys know, okay. You guys know I hate coloring, right? It's not that I hate coloring. Hate is not a good word.
You dislike it.
I get very impatient with coloring.
Mm-hmm.
I can take a million years cutting something out, but if I have to color it, I start getting antsy and I start feeling like I'm running out of time, and yeah. So in order to avoid that, we're gonna kaleidoscope this, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab my sweet pink sugar cube and I am gonna brush in color. Okay? To the middle of my bunny.
Brilliant.
I'm now gonna grab my sweet banana
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. Ooh,
Nice.
fun. I'm now gonna turn my bunny around and I'm gonna start with my sweet lavender and a little touch of green with my tangy apple. So super cool. It creates a very colorful background for my bunny.
Oh, Leslie had to go, so she says good seeing everybody again.
Bye, Leslie. Thanks for joining
Bye.
us for a few minutes. All right, super simple, easy peasy. And I get to bring in my background. Look how cool that looks, right? It looks like it's glowing. It looks like it's just coming alive.
So springy.
So springy.
Mm-hmm.
Rose is gonna love it. All right, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to stamp my sentiment using happy birthday. Now, you can always use Happy Easter, of course, if you want it to be an Easter card. But, you know, I always think, like, gosh, the people whose birthdays are this time of year is kind of hard, right? Because they're always either, you know, bypassed or it gets blended. And that's kind of what I'm doing right now is I'm blending. Same thing with December.
They get lost in the sauce.
They get lost in the sauce. So we're going to go ahead and stamp our happy birthday using black taffy. And I love this happy birthday too because I feel like it goes with this bunny. Creating the classes every week has been a little bit of a challenge because of course we've added now 6 additional projects every 2 weeks, and so I literally just created these last night. No joke.
Cindy Kurt says, I love the pad swipe idea. I can't color well right now with this darn neck brace. Now I can make the twins Easter cards. Yippee!
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, how are you doing, Cindy? How's it working out? Do you feel better though? Do you?
She had surgery or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you feel like it was worth it? Do you feel like you'll be off to the races soon? So look how cute. It says happy birthday. I love it. Rose,
Love it.
coming your way. When in doubt,
Pop
Pop it out.
I'm going to pop it out. And I'm just going to trim off my sideburns. I think it looks so cute.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to pop this out one more time. And I'm going to make it a little cattywampus. So not exactly straight, but a little offset.
Great.
Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some twine. I'm going to make a double bow because Rose likes double bows for her Easter card. I mean, for her birthday Easter card.
Do you think you could do that blindfolded?
Yeah.
You think
pretty
you could? I
confident.
mean, you've probably done so many of them. That'd be a challenge, the RG challenge.
I have done a gazillion of them. I'm pretty confident. We're going to add a little bit of liquid glue. And I'm just going to place something over that so it stays in place while I come over here and I'm going to grab one of my minis. Now, if you don't have the mini or if you don't have the flower, then you can use any die cut flower you might have to add right on top of that birthday. It doesn't have to be this exact same flower. You can use whatever you'd like. I'm actually going to color it this time around.
What?
I know, I'm dreading it actually. Just gonna make it a little different than the first one.
Cindy says, I do feel better, just stuck in the neck brace for 5 more weeks. I had no choice. Spinal cord was pinched. Caught it before it paralyzed me. Thank you, Jesus.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm glad you're able to join us. Hopefully we're a little bit of a distraction. Now, what's so great about the patterns on these is that it really gives you the opportunity to color in different coloring formats if in fact you wanted to bring the different dimensions to life. And I think it looks super cool if you play with it enough, right? Like it looks 3-dimensional, and if you wanted to, you can go back in here and add some of your green lines and like really create some depth. Which I'm gonna cut all this off, and I'm just kind of showing you.
More color.
Yeah, like how do you can really get the best use of these lines. So as you come back and add more, then you can just continue to add some of your yellow tones. And it just kind of looks cool and 3D-ish. You see that? All right, but we're not doing that for this particular project. We're going to be cutting it out.
And Cindy says, love your company. Usually card making daily. I am not a sit still gal. I'm hoping to get back to doing my weekly card tutorial lives soon. Of course, sharing your products with my gals.
Oh, you're so sweet. Again, if you don't have this flower, you can use any flower you might already have. Or a die cut also works to be able to add as an embellishment on that bunny card. Of course, most of my people have the entire set, so I kind of want to continue to give them ideas with some of the pieces that they have. But once a month, we're definitely going to be launching a brand new digital file that nobody has to be able to work with. But then the rest of the month, we'll kind of pick something that we've already launched and launch it, relaunch it for just creative purposes. But we realize that not everybody might have it, so that's why we're offering some free parts of it so that you can still play along. Or of course you can use any design you want. And in doubt,
Pop it out.
pop it out. We're gonna pop this
Cute.
guy out one more time here. And check it out. Our very first card is done. We're gonna splatter and all of that at the very end. But it's a fun coloring technique that really just brings it to life a little bit differently and a little fun.
Love it.
Good.
Springy.
Super springy. What they're also good for, like maybe if you're hosting a dinner and you want to put it on people's plates and actually put Happy Easter, or maybe no sentiment or
Their
somebody's name,
Their
like
name,
you
yeah.
know,
Yeah.
me or you or other people or whatever. It's a great little place card holder. All right, we're gonna go ahead and switch over to our long card.
Ooh.
Now the original one that I made is a lot lighter in color, so just look at the difference between the two
Mm-hmm.
to see which is your personal preference, what you like the most.
Cindy Becker said that is so sweet, and Linda Gorman says cute. So cute.
Are you ready to jump into our long card? I also like the idea of mixing and matching the different types of cards that we've been doing, because that's been fun, for sure. I need another one of these, I think.
Another one of those?
Mm-hmm. And then the ribbon too, that we used for it.
All right, I'll find it.
Should just be on my table where I was working. Gracias.
Sorry, I meant
That Siri always wants to get in the way.
Thanks again, guys, for sharing the YouTube link and the channels, because it makes a huge difference for us.
Ms. Gill's asking if you would please tell her the dimensions of the minis.
The minis, oh, these guys.
Mm-hmm.
These guys are,
Measure.
oh, here, let me cut one. So these guys are almost 2 by 2. So it's a little bit taller than 2 inches. So 2 by however long once you resize it.
So about 2 by 2.
About 2 inches, yeah. And again, if you only have this particular bunny, then feel free to resize that and print 3 of them for your card, because basically what you're going to need for this is you're going to want to put 3 bunnies onto that space instead of just the one. You're going to want 2, or you could also put the big bunny across this way, and then your ribbons will tie on this end. So I'll give you both options, but yes. You do get a little bit more creative license.
say I'll help you cut. It's a simple cut.
It's an easy cut, yeah.
Easy cut.
Yeah, so again, if you didn't have the minis and you want to just use the large one, then I would just simply do this and flush cut to the ends here. Your ribbon's you'll tie your 2 ribbon knots across the edge here, and you're pretty much got the same card, just different. Okay? You'reTheBum.com, gracias.
Christy says, good for place cards even if it's just for 2 this year.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, it's actually probably better because you definitely don't want to do it for a million.
Yeah.
So you definitely, just make it fun for the people who live in your home.
Yeah.
And you know what? Even if you live by yourself, do it for yourself.
Yeah.
I'm going to make my table look amazing for myself.
Absolutely.
Because it's definitely there's definitely a huge reason for, oh wow, did I just score that on the, sorry about that. There's definitely a huge reason for us to rejoice this and every Easter. All right.
Just use one tool.
So we have our card base, which is again 7 inches, and we scored at 3.5. Okay. So we've got our card base. Now we want a layer of tangy apple.
So Miss Cindy Becker says, sorry I missed it. Where do we purchase the minis? So if you want to read.
Cindy Becker, did you purchase the big ones already? Because if you purchased the big ones already, then
So with the purchase of the big ones, you do get the minis.
you get the minis, yeah.
But if you did already purchase the big ones
Just
before, you
reach
can
out, let us
reach out to
know.
us.
Shell will drop it off at home, at your house. Home delivery.
Oh, Linda, just her and her dog for Easter this year.
Yeah, see? Do it for yourself, Linda. I would. Alright, so now I have a layer of sweet banana. I have a layer of tangy apple. They're going to layer beautifully onto my sweet cane. And I am going to bring a layer of the... Let me see if I can get it out of that long one. Yeah. Powdered sugar. Now we've reviewed all these measurements before in the other classes, so I definitely don't want to kind of be so repetitive, but so those are our layers for our card. And again, if in fact you don't have the minis and I don't feel like you have to buy them, only if you want to buy them, but of course if you don't, you can use the big bunny again. Your ribbon's going to go behind it, and your bows are going to go here on the side. But most of my people do have all the files and can resize them to the 2-inch mark. So we're definitely wanting to give you ideas with everything that you already have. Now I'm going to grab a little bit of this pink, and I just want a 1/2 inch strip. And I'm going to go ahead and add some of this pink, sweet pink cardstock. So I'm going to add just no particular amount of size. I just want to add 2 strips just for texture. Now we're going to adhere the whole piece. To here. I have some colorful springy ribbon that I'm going to use, so feel free to use whatever color coordinates the best with what you're using.
Carmen Briones says, "Hi guys,
Hi,
happy
Carmen.
Monday. I'm a bit late. Sorry."
No worries, Carmen. Thanks for
Jump
joining
in.
us. You guys know you can always catch the replay too. If there was something that you missed, I would almost prefer you guys just participate in the communication and the chatter with each other. And then always, crafting can be fun with other people, but it's also something super amazing when you kind of do it on your own and listen to music or whatever it is that's going to help you feel inspired.
And Carmen says, "I love the happy colors you're using today.
Yeah, so much fun.
The sweets."
The sweets, they are on promotion this month, guys, or this week. It started today. 30% off all of our sweets.
Carmen says, "I watched the replay like 20 times."
Oh,
Wow.
that's cool, actually. That's good, though, because it means you're actually recreating the projects and learning the technique, which I think is the most important part. All right, so we've got our card base now. When in doubt,
Pop it out.
we're gonna pop this out onto our card base. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna pop it out because I am about to add all kinds of dimensions onto.
Was that your last one?
That's my last one. Oh wait, yeah, I have this
You have another one?
honker.
Wow. That
Is
was-
it? Oh, yeah. Like, does it have anything? Does it have some juice?
It's got some sass.
Some sass.
That's a serious.
That one ain't playing.
There's some even bigger than that.
You gotta be kidding me. Why?
Oh yeah, there's
Why
some.
does it need
Some
to
of the ladies come to the crop with this like massive like.
Like,
Why?
I'm gonna get
I'm
things
like,
done.
Gosh, you guys are both working out and crafting at the same time.
It's like the Thor hammer over
Yeah,
there.
for sure. What was that one from? Is it Scotch? Scotch has one of those
I don't remember, but
humongous.
there is a
I'm
big
like,
one.
whoa, that is just so complicated. But
It's kind of almost like a shipping one.
yeah.
Yeah, it is.
For rails though. Just kidding. Alright, I'm gonna use 3 of the minis. And I'm gonna do the same technique, but only halfsies.
Only half.
Halfsies. See that?
Cute. Super cute.
Cute, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just cutting these guys up. I think they look so cute. All right, now I'm gonna cut these guys up, okay? But these guys, I'm just gonna cut the inside out. And I'm not going to add any color. All right, guys. So if you're brand new, joining us for the first time today, then you missed the fact that I said that every month I'm going to be launching a brand new DigiFile. Now, this is week 3 of our free classes. The first week was the last week of March. You remember correctly. And then of course we had one last week. And this is our 3rd week. We'll see, let's kind of see how the vibe goes. Obviously, if our numbers keep growing for the free lives, then we'll continue to host them even after the world has gone back to normal, whatever normal means, or whatever the new normal will be, I guess. And anyway, I actually have a free Digi that I'm going to be launching this Thursday for Crafty Chica. We're going to be doing a special live with her. And so that's going to be the free Digi that I'm going to be launching again for our class this coming Monday. Now, the problem with that Digi is not that there's a problem, but it is going to be a little bit more cultural, I guess is the right word to say. I'm just trying to figure out.
Say or sing?
To say, because of course Crafty Chica is, very into, I guess the right word is folk art. And so we're definitely going to be catering to her community, specifically my way, my style. So it is going to have a little bit of a Mexican vibe, not like, dresses or anything like that, but in the Latin culture. All right, so now that I've cut it out, I'm just going to match it up to the lineage that I have. It's very important that it is the exact same lineage. Sorry, you probably just see here, but I need to see. And it just looks super cool, like this little 3D tile. You see that?
Cute.
All right, that was the hardest one. Started with the hardest one, so the other ones are easy to cut. So just giving you guys a heads up for week 4. Okay, so in the Latin culture, specifically Mexican culture, I suppose, we have what we call sweet bread, right? Pan dulce. And so what my inspiration for that DigiFile was a very popular sweet bread called concha. So I've designed a concha with the coffee mug and just kind of like coffee chit chat time with a friend kind of is the theme for that Digi, but it will have some conchas on there. So
what are conchas?
Conchas is like a bread. It's like a puff. It's a pastry of some sort that has a lot of different colors sometimes on the very top. I don't know how to describe it. If you don't know a concha, then you're going to find out, because we might actually buy some conchas to have for the live.
There you go. So Carmen says she loves Crafty Chica.
Yeah.
And she would like to know if you'll be adding matching dies to your beautiful stamps in the future.
Like in the way future, maybe once our numbers actually grow, and that's, we're hoping that our numbers continue to grow, so we have a large enough community that it makes sense to launch matching dies to all of our stamps. Right now, we do have some dies that we've launched, but they're not designed to match our stamps. Ideally, yes, we want to be able to launch matching dies to all of our sets, but until our numbers grow, we're still kind of like a baby.
We're still a baby company.
Still a baby company. But yes, in the future, God willing, it'll come to life.
There are some Crafty Chica fans on here.
Good.
Carmen Briones and Gary
Miranda.
Afkari.
Yeah. Yay, I'm so glad, guys. So then you guys are really going to love our next free class for week 4 because I'm going to design it with all of those exclusive files from RG Avenue as a giveaway for her class or for the share that I'm going to do for her. I guess is the right word to say. One and out.
Are we popping it out this time?
Popping it out this time.
Pop it out.
Popping it out. Pop it out.
I want to go to Disneyland. I want a churro.
Only the cats and the ducks are there right now.
The cats and the ducks.
Enjoying the park.
I'm like, what the heck? Where's everybody?
Yeah, it's kind of sad.
Look how cute those look, guys. I love the
Pretty.
simplicity of them. I love how cool they look. I love everything. Yeah. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring it into our long card. And we're going to go ahead and pop them out by adding 1 foam square to the bottom, 1 foam square to the top, making sure that we have plenty of room for our... Hold on. I want to make sure I space them out correctly.
Oh, I see. Ribbon. So Michelle Sadler says in Guatemala, they are más chiquitas. So she's talking about the conchas. They're conchitas.
Oh, that's probably better for the diet.
Small ones, little baby ones, instead of these big ol'.
Yeah.
For sure. Carmen says, oh, we miss Disney. Crying. I know.
Yeah,
We
for
totally
sure.
miss Disney too.
I miss everything.
I know. We can't even say we're gonna go out to eat because unless we go to our backyard.
I'm sorry, sushi place, if I took you for
Can't
granted.
have any sushi now. I know. The other day we're like, we want some sushi, and it's like, oh, well.
Although, you know what? We
We
really
can't.
can't complain in life because we happen to have a little bit of everything at home. So my niece Denise, that's silly, is a nail esthetician. So the girl's been getting their nails done.
Oh yeah, it's been nice.
Nice.
The only thing we don't have is a barber. That would have been great.
Or barber, or hairstylist.
Or a hairstylist. I love to cook, so no problem there. And ¿qué más? What's missing?
Michelle, she said, nope, you eat more. They're so small, the conchitas. So there you
Oh, so you have more
go.
of
Con
them.
cafecito.
Yeah, with cafecito. That's really so that's kind of what I'm creating for that live. It's like a concha
I
and a
actually do remember
cafecito.
having a concha and then you dip it in the coffee.
Oh,
so
yes.
Or when I was younger, as a kid, I would dip it in milk too. When I used to drink like milk.
Now, okay, guys, if you've never had a concha and then you decide you want to go have a concha, you just can't go get a concha anywhere because not all conchas are created equal. So don't judge one concha, because you didn't like it. If it was, because some people make them like way too dry. I feel like the conchas are not really good, and it has to be a good bakery that makes good conchas.
And I'm gonna have to say real quick, no to Joe,
Joe.
because he says I can cut your hair. Like wow.
No.
No.
I don't think so, Joe. Nice try.
Oh, my Lanta. Just
And
the
Carmen
thought of it.
says that they picked up sushi on Friday because they are only open for takeout. Well, yes, we could do that. But
I'm always a little
But-
leery about takeout sushi. Because I feel like by the time it gets home, probably some bacteria entered this uncooked fish.
I don't know, but I probably wouldn't even feel safe eating sushi right now because you don't know where the fish came from.
Ay, loca.
I don't know.
See what I have to deal with, guys?
Oh, whatever.
Is it safe to go out in the sun? Yes.
Okay, I'm not that extreme. No, I love that we've been going out for walks and taking the kids, play in the park, just get out of the house for a while.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice to do that. course, you know, keeping our distance.
Mm-hmm.
Carmen says, "I'll take a nail girl over sushi takeout."
Yeah, she's been doing good. Watch.
Mhm.
Show them your nails, guys. Get them in here.
Hey, right there.
There are colors
They're
too.
Easter
colors.
Easter colors.
Locas.
There's a place in downtown LA that sells conchas with ice cream. The sushi was safe, FYI. Well, yeah, in LA you can get really good conchas.
Yeah, in LA, there's no question.
No question about
Here
it.
in AZ,
It's questionable.
Tucson.
Tucson would probably be a good place
Yeah.
for it, for
Mhm.
sure. All right, guys, here I am just chit-chatting away and finishing my project. But I absolutely love it. Check it out. You've got the two little bows in between the three little icons, and we popped out the center icons to create a super cool dimensional-like element, which I absolutely adore. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and stamp our sentiment. And I actually chose thanks because this is going to be a thank you card for someone who's just been like so amazing, and it's springtime and we want to celebrate everything that we've missed because we weren't able to be together. So I'm just sending you a thanks for all the love or the baskets that you've been sending this spring. So I'm grabbing the thanks here. Okay, so I left the one I colored for last, but I think I'm going to cheat and not color it either.
Such a cheater.
I'm just saying, like, I feel like there's other ways around situations like that.
The path of least resistance.
Yes. Pad Thai.
What?
You said Pat.
Denise is getting food.
Getting food? Making it?
No, she went to go
She
get it.
went to the market.
Oh, she went to the market.
No, she's going to that. They have that orange chicken. Where's that place?
Oh, a panda.
Yeah, she said she's getting panda.
She's my favorite niece, by the way.
Panda.
She's
Denise is your favorite niece.
If she brings me food, yeah.
wow.
Cindy Becker says, well, now I want to go down to our Mexican bakery and try some conchas.
Yes, you must. Oh my gosh, you're gonna love. It's actually quite a thing. It's not just the conchas themselves, but like within the Latin community, like it's like comadre metiche situation going on with the conchas. Like it's like, here, let's have some conchas and some coffee, and let's just talk about life. It's a very like just cultural thing to do, I suppose. Like playing loteria or things like that. But anyway, I hope you, regardless, I'm going to make it fun for you guys regarding the digifile, and there's going to be a fun coffee mug in there as well. I think you'll love it. I think you'll love it.
And can you show the name of the stamp set that we're using?
I'm using Awesome Thoughts, and it just released a couple weeks ago during Spring Fling, and it's a set of 18 stamps. Happy birthday, miss your face. Get well soon. Thanks, love. Thanks, a little differently. Happy birthday again. Hey, baby. You rock. Hugs and kisses. Hey, hotness. Ooh la la. Happy birthday. You're awesome. Let's party. Strong, smart, brave, and hello, beautiful. So those are all the stamps in that set.
Do you want to say it?
Carmen Brione says, I thought of you guys yesterday. I tried a banana rum chata. Not bad. I knew you were going to do that. I was like,
oh,
oh, dang.
I know, that's why I was laughing too.
Man, he hates bananas.
Michelle, she's like, ha ha ha, las comadres.
Comadre metiche. Yeah, I think it's definitely comadre metiche status for the. Okay, so we've got 2 cards down, guys, and we're gonna splatter at the end. But these were my originals from last night, and these are the ones we've recreated today for the live. So fun. Now we're gonna go into our treat holder. Super fun. Obviously, these already have splatter and ink and dazzling pat, and these have not been splattered. What do you guys think?
So pretty.
Very cute. Love the stamp set. Has different fonts.
Oh yeah, I love the stamp set too. And we have made it on sale this week because of this class, of course, in case you don't have the right sentiment and you'd like to add an additional set with sentiments on it. Then this is a great one. It's called Awesome Thoughts, and we made it on special for $14.99. It's typically $25.99 because it's a large 6x8 stamp set. And for this week, because of this free class, we've brought it down in case anybody would like to have it. Alrighty, now we're gonna jump in here with our bunny rabbit, but we're gonna try not to cooler it. Cooler. It's cooler. I'm gonna go with Jello. I'm gonna go with a Jello. Well, you know what? I'm gonna have to go with this guy. I'm gonna go with a Jello because I need to hold my paper, so I like to have the full sheet. And I want to go dark to light, okay? Alright, so we've got that. That is sweet banana. I'm going to bring in a little bit of our pineapple. Wait, no, this is not our pineapple. I want sour pineapple.
Carmen says, I crack up when I hear Richard gag.
Well, I'm glad somebody finds it fun.
So if we start seeing more banana comments, we know why.
Just want to hear me get gross.
Ew.
Alright, so I'm going to go darker in the center with sour pineapple. And I'm going to leave the tips a little white, okay? Now we're going to cut this guy out. So much better than coloring it because I originally colored it with alcohol ink, and I'm going to run out of alcohol. And we definitely don't want to run out of alcohol right now because God knows when you can get some.
Carmen says that her husband tried the lanchata and he said guacatelas.
Guacatelas, yeah, that sounds about right.
That's probably what you've been. No, you would have been gagging.
No, I would have lost it.
Guacatelas, it means like what? Gross?
Yeah.
Gross, yeah. So Mama B, so Shell's mom,
Oh my gosh.
the other day said to me, puchila, not puchica, puchila. And I'm like, I'm pretty confident that what you're trying to say is fuchila. She's like, don't tell me how to say it. I'm like, I've never heard puchila. I've only heard fuchila. And so she's like, no, we've always said puchila. And I said, well, I've heard of puchica, but I don't think that's more Salvadorian, and I think it's just kind of got a different, it's like not nice or something, like it's more offensive maybe. But I don't know, to be honest. So I got some Dazzling Pat, and I'm just grabbing a brush, and I'm going to lightly add Dazzling Pat to my bunny. The reason why I'm not using the applicator brush is because it's oversaturated, and then it's gonna like just over wet my cardstock, and it's not gonna move as nicely as I want it to. So I'm just making a nice sparkly bunny, which is gonna be hard to show up here.
Right there, right
there
there.
we go. Just a little sparkly on my bunny. This is also good for your eyeshadow.
Oh, so I can use
Yeah.
Dazzling Pat as well. Okay.
Just kidding. Don't. If you go
Add some
blind,
shimmer.
don't
You
go.
go blind.
No, this is not to be used on your body.
I
Or
mean, it's
face.
clearly on my body, so.
Well, maybe your hands, but not on your face.
In your face.
Not close to your eyes. Don't think that would be safe.
It ain't safe. It ain't safe.
It ain't safe. You know, like our little Sophia, she wants to use it as nail polish. Like, no, it's not nail polish. And it does look like it.
Yeah.
So I guess we need to get ready for Easter, huh?
Yeah,
Next
this is it.
Sunday.
I guess I should take down my Christmas decorations.
No, actually, more like the Valentine's. You know. No, we took that down already, but it did take a
fat minute.
fat minute to take it down. We usually decorate for St. Patrick's Day, and it didn't happen this year. With
Look how
everything
pretty
going
it looks
on.
with the bunny in the
Aw.
top.
So cute.
When in doubt,
Pop it out.
ooh, just
Pop it
kidding.
out.
Oh, see?
I need to add
You're
more
not in doubt
layers. I'm not ready.
You're not in doubt yet.
Pop it out. Pop it out.
You thought you were in doubt a little too soon.
So anyway, I will be popping it out. But see how fun it looks. I love the
Mhm.
bunny just really popping out, and I love the background, kind of like.
Exactly.
That's what it
Like,
does
it's
for me.
hypnotizing you, like
Hypnotizing?
I don't know.
Hypnotizing.
Hypnotide.
Hit.
Hit.
Hip,
I haven't had food
Hip.
yet.
hip, hip.
Hip, hooray.
Hypnotizing.
Hypnotizing?
How do you say it?
Hypnotizing.
¿Y cómo dice?
¿Y cómo dije?
Hypnotizing.
¿Y cómo es?
Like,
All right, so we're gonna create this fun little pop-out card.
Wow, Joe. He's like, I had to say something for you guys to take it down.
What?
I guess
The
about
decorations?
The decorations, the Valentine decorations.
Wow, why don't you come and help? How about that?
What did he say? You know, it's not Valentine's.
Joe, are you coming for Easter?
No, he's in
he's
quarantine.
quarantine.
He's in
Okay.
quarantine.
All right, guys. So I basically cut this at 3 3/4, and I'm gonna create a score line here. What did you say?
Carmen. She says it looks like a banana yellow.
Okay, la. Look. So gross.
Telling you what.
We're gonna create a score line at 5.
What?
Lost your.
Oh,
And
find
last one.
nothing.
I can never find
Here, let me move this
nothing.
over here before you push buttons over here.
Joe said quarantine.
It's
What's
Easter though.
I'm still in quarantine.
What's chulo?
What's chulo?
We didn't want to do chicken anyway. All right. So this particular is 3 3/4. So I'm gonna go to 3.5 to create a fun layer. So again, 3 3/4. I'm gonna go 3.5, and then we know that that's 5 inches. So we're gonna go here to 5 inches so that it's flush top to bottom. Okay. So does that make sense? What I just said? Top to bottom with a little border on each side. Check. And we also want one. Hey, one.
Hey, what?
If we also want to do one with our powdered sugar, and we're gonna go to 3.5. But this time, this particular piece is 6 inches, so we're gonna bring it to 6.5, a little bit less, because we need to. Just kidding. It's not 6. It's 6 inches, so I went to. We want to go to 5 3/4. Sorry. So 5 3/4 is going to be our inside card. Then we have our top layer, like that. Now the reason why I made it that size is because it happens to fit my cello bag. My cello bag is 4 inches wide. But you can always resize it to whatever size your cello bag is, or treat holder, or whatever you like. Can you get me this die, please? The confetti pulp.
Mm-hmm. Can you repeat what the size of the base was? This is from
The
the scale.
size of the base is 3 3/4 by 11. And it's scored at 5 inches. 3 3/4 by
Let me
11.
write that there. 3 and what?
3/4
3/4
by 11.
11.
And I scored it at 5 inches.
Scored at 5 inches. There you go.
5-inch score mark.
Gotta do something.
I then created a layer 3.5 by 5 to add to the very top layer. And a layer that's 3.5 by 5 3/4 to add to the inside of my card. Now the reason why it doesn't go all the way to the top is because I don't want it to get caught on the folding. So here we go. That way, whatever treat you're going to put on there just fits perfectly, and it closes. See? All right. We've got our bunny. we're adding our white portion, our white bunny cutout to the top of that. I love the color combos. Now what we're going to do is we're going to use the confetti pop die. You can use anything you'd like, of course. So I'm going to grab my big shot.
Cindy Becker said, oops, I'm supposed to be painting the dining room.
Oops.
My husband just walked in and gave me the "Are you done?" look. Nope, I'm on a break.
It's looking so good, Cindy, though.
Yeah.
I love the way it's looking. All right, so we're going to just die cut this real quick. It's moving on me. And I love the confetti pop because it's got all the fun little bits and pieces. So you can see it's got circles and triangles, and so just very celebratory, I think. So you can use the negative or you can use all your confetti pieces. So yeah, that's one of our dies. So we're going to start to create our layers. This time we're going to pop it out. 2 foam squares down the middle. Then comes our bunny. We're going to layer right on top of that. So fun. So again, I love the coordinating elements of the cutouts and the fun. And if you wanted to add the confetti pieces to the background, you certainly could. We're going to go ahead and pop this out one more time onto the card front.
Cindy said, kind of like coloring, I do not enjoy painting. It takes too long to dry.
Yeah, see? I'm going to go a little more cattywampus here. Now I'm going to go ahead and go hugs and kisses. So I'm going to grab a little scrap of this. Now I actually had a 1 inch square punch, or you can cut out. Did I not bring it? Oh, goodness.
You want it or you're just going to cut it?
No, I should get it. We're going to grab hugs and kisses.
Square?
Yeah, it was just on my table. Or you can cut out your 1 inch square. And I think this one's actually perfect for Easter. Like, you want to send someone that you're giving a treat to hugs and kisses. Maybe it's your children or your nieces or nephews or whomever. I love that idea. And we're also going to grab a little scrap or piece of the sweet lavender. So I'm going to punch out sweet lavender, and it happens to fit perfectly on my hugs and kisses. We're going to pop this out one more time. We're going to offset that hugs and kisses.
Aw.
Because look, it just fits perfectly
Cute.
on my bunny.
Cute.
Of course, it needs to have a little bit of twine.
Sandra says, too cute.
It's super cute.
Carmen says, would be perfect for my nieces.
Yeah, see, they love it, I think. Kids would love it. Or you know what you could also do is not color the bunny and put crayons in the little cello bag so that they can color the bunny as a little activity sheet.
Because they do like to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Margie said, I did not know you were having a class today.
What? Every Monday,
Every Monday.
we're hosting a free class, Margie, so that people can hopefully be inspired during this crazy time. We're just trying to keep our community inspired and creating and going. And check it out, super adorable. So my original one, I colored with Copics in the background. So again, whichever way you decide to color and do, by all means, have at it. I'm adding a little bit of a hanger, I guess, because if you want to add this to a basket or some sort of a treat, different kind of treat, bigger kind of treat, you could. I'm just adding some white glue here, and I'm going to tuck that right behind there.
Great idea, they say.
It's a cute little, you could also write a message on the inside. You don't actually have to add the cello bag to it. I just think the cello bag is a cute idea. So you can either give a gift card, especially right now that everybody has to buy things online. You can simply just do that with a gift card. This one's already splattered, so the way that I'm going to attach this is I'm just going to bring this back into my sleeve. Got my treat in here. And I'm just going to go in here with a mini staple and staple my baggie to
Margie says, I will keep that burned in my memory. I love these classes.
Yay, I'm so glad, Margie.
Santa Cruz says, thank you greatly for doing the Monday class. It's great for the community.
Oh yeah, you're welcome. I absolutely love it. I think it's also great for us to stay connected with you guys and feel like hopefully we're doing our part to keep you guys inspired and not fearful of what's happening in the world around us, and hopefully it's working. So again, I just staple my cello bag so that it has a little holder for my treat, or maybe it's a gift card or whatever it is you'd like to do. I only stapled, of course, the back side and not the front side, so that the baggie stays open and we're able to gift it to our family members. All right, it's now time to splatter all the new projects that we've created. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to grab some white paint. Oh, yeah. I feel like I've kept you guys so long today. What I love about the white paint on the darker yellow is that it's going to show up a little bit more. We're going to go sunshine yellow and not the B word.
The B word.
Sorry.
Got it.
Oh, that one.
That
Got
one.
it. Okay.
That word.
Sunshine it is.
So we've added here some white splatter. And now we're going to come back with some dazzling pat.
And Carmen says she's going to miss us, our lives, when she goes back to work.
Aww. Well, don't forget, Carmen, we also do the lives on Facebook on Tuesdays and
Well,
Thursdays.
she says change the times to 5 p.m. when life goes back to norm. Dinner can wait. Well, the good thing is that you can always watch the replay too.
Yeah, but it is not the same sometimes.
Yeah,
I feel like, especially if you're, there's some of you that love the interaction.
Right.
There's others that just love to watch.
Right.
And so it just depends on what inspires you and what works for you. But I am going to zoom in here. We're done with all 3 beautiful projects. And again, next week's live is going to be fun. Now, remember, if you are catching the replay, guys, sometimes depending on the week that this goes live on, this is week 3, which happens to be April 6th. So the whole week of April 6th, 2020, we are going to be offering the free digifile for the bunny, as well as the rest of the images in that set on promotion for $9.99. In addition to that, if you'd like the greeting sets, which is called Awesome Thoughts, where we also have them on promotion for $14.99 this week only. So it's the week of April 6th, week 3 of our free giveaway classes and workshops. And so this is it now with the splattering and the dazzling pat. Just really adds a beautiful little sparkle to my project. I love the thanks in the centers, kind of a little, kind of like a hidden message type feel. And I especially love the spring vibe for us. Now, hopefully you guys enjoyed the coloring technique for this particular file. We have another file similar to this, but I can't remember what that one. This one's called Spring Patterns. The other one's called, is it Everyday Patterns? It has a coffee mug. It has a star. It has a heart.
I can't remember.
Super fun file. But again, similar to this, has the abstract patterny design. And then, of course, we have this one that as soon as it's dry, it's ready to become a holder for one of our kids this coming Easter. Hugs and kisses. I love creating fun things like this. And, of course, the birthday card for Rose that, again, she doesn't like Easter per se. She likes Easter, but she just doesn't like it associated with her birthday because everybody kind of does, since her birthday is the week of Easter. So I'm going to be sending her this with some peeps.
So you're going to be so nice.
Yeah, I'm going to be sending her this with some peeps and a little chocolate bunny. A little chocolate bunny holding balloons.
Aww.
Oh, that's cute. So super fun, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this and had a blast. If you're not creating just yet, but we'll probably catch the replay and create a little bit later.
And real quick, Carmen wanted me to make you some banana pancakes.
Huh?
Although you like banana bread, you said. What about banana
Oh, I
pancakes?
do like banana bread.
Maybe I should try making
Similar.
you some.
No, that does
Not
not.
similar?
No, why not? Let's try it.
Banana bread, banana
There-
pancakes.
now you guys
both
are not just
dough.
hearing him, but you can see
Oh,
him.
that's so gross. That is disgusting. Just thinking about it, like nothing makes me more mad when you order like a waffle. Like I'm like one of those onion people. You know how the weird
gosh.
onion people says no onions, no onions, no onions. I'm like, well, I'm the same way, but with bananas. No bananas. Can I get waffles? No bananas. I actually don't. I'm like the weirdest human being in the world. I don't like fruit on my food.
Like on
Like
the
you don't like,
pancakes.
like you don't like
Or
pancakes
on
or waffles
waffles.
with strawberries
Yeah,
and
or
blueberries.
yeah.
Oh, I love
I
it.
also don't like it in my cereal. I don't like fruit in my cereal.
But you like banana splits. and
I
that
do
has
like
fruit
banana
on it.
splits.
Yeah.
But there's maybe because
So-
it's hidden in
You
the.
are so weird.
You know what? I would probably. You know what's so weird?
Fruit hypocrite.
It's I probably would. I could if I could. I've never actually thought about ordering a banana split without the banana. Because I
There's
think
no
the
split.
reason why I like the banana split is because it has the peanuts and the cherry and the Cool Whip
I want
and
one.
all those other extra and the pineapple
have to
and the
make
hot fudge and
Oh, that would be
so
fun.
that makes the banana split good. I don't actually end up eating the bananas
Linda, yes, he does like banana Laffy Taffy.
Oh my gosh, I
Laffy.
love banana Laffy Taffies. And I love banana candy. Like, you know, the little fruit candies that come in the
little
shape of the
runts,
fruit.
runts.
Runts. And then the little banana ones. Oh my gosh, they're so good. I love bananas that way. I just don't like.
Michelle says, you
Bananas.
like aguacates. That's a
I
fruit.
love avocados.
On toast. So that is
On
fruit.
toast. Oh, I don't know that I consider it a fruit.
I know it's so funny. It is a fruit, but yeah, I consider it like
That's fake
a
news.
vegetable, but it's not a vegetable.
Fake
Whatever.
news. Avocado's not a
Because
fruit.
it's not sweet.
Tomato's not
Oh,
a fruit.
Mm-hmm.
fake-
Tomato is a fruit.
Fake news. Nope. It is not.
All right.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much. I hope you guys had a blast. I hope we've contributed to today's joy. And I can't wait to see your projects completed. Easter is just around the corner, so you just need to
Get it.
hop, skip, and a jump on over to your craft room and bring these projects to life. As per usual, thank you guys so much for being the best part of our story, for joining us here, for sharing us, for trying to grow our community. It makes a huge difference, and we're very grateful for it. So the more you keep doing that, the more we want to feel responsible to keep providing more lives, more freebies, more. So thanks again, guys, for joining us. Have a beautiful rest of your week. We have a free live tomorrow on Facebook at typically 2 o'clock. So you can always join us on our Facebook pages. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. You like this channel, you subscribe to it so you don't miss the next live. And if you have not downloaded your free DigiFile, visit us at rgavenue.com. Under shop,
Or events.
you go to events, and you're gonna find the spring patterns download and events. You can just register for that. When you check out, it's gonna email you the file, and you'll be ready to go. So hopefully we'll get Patricia, or I should say Ben's mom, and my sis Jen on board, and they can kind of collaborate with us and do a class on how to resize your digifiles, how to play with the various different digifiles, and work that way. And the girls are going to jump in for a quick hello. Wow.
Jazz hands.
Jazz hands, that's what you get.
Guys, thank you so much. Have a beautiful, blessed rest of your week, and we can't wait to catch you again next week. Adios.